Hi, my name's Marley, and I'm an occupational therapist here at Innovative. Today I'm going to show you an activity that requires a blanket. This is like a medium-sized throw. Go ahead and watch this video in length so you get some of my tips, and then you can act it out with your kids. I don't have a kid here today, so I'm going to be using this pillow to represent a child. So encourage the child to lay down in the middle of your blanket that's spread out on the floor. And you can do this with just one adult or two adults is fine. But when your kid is laying out, I want you to pick up the corners of the blanket. So two adults could stand on each side or one on the either. Or one just grabbing onto either like this. You also could do your hands like this if it's more comfortable. I want to talk a little bit about how you're going to position your body in this. So leaning over your hips and rocking your kid back and forth, it's going to put a lot of strain on your back. This pillow's like your kid's probably not. So I want you to get more in like a squat or even like bend all the way down on your knees to do it. The other tip is to keep your arms close and by your side. So when you're in a squat, with your arms close, rocking back and forth, and you can even shift your weight back and forth between your legs. But the point of this is to get your kid a little off the ground and your body moving back and forth, and then to get a lot of input. I think two adults works out pretty well. You can get them up on the ground and really get them rocking. This activity gives your kid a ton of really good sensory input. The first time you do it, they might not like it. They might say, ah, and wiggle out, and that's okay. Just like stop the activity, like leave the blanket out. I've seen a lot of kids do that where they'll leave the activity, but then if you keep watching, they come back and they lay down, and maybe their parent is distracted. But if they come back and they're trying to like wrap themselves up, pick up the corners again and do it again. You could even demonstrate with an adult going down and they're trying to pick it up. The pulling and the pushing there, they're not going to get you off the ground, but it's going to be really good workout for their arms and give them really good sensory input. So the second part of this, once they're really tired, you're watching their body language, they're like getting a little snoozy of this, maybe they're starting to like be over it and done, is to wrap them up. So you're going to have their head out of the blanket, and we're going to swaddle them like when they were babies. You tuck up, and then you tuck over under their bodies, and then over and under their bodies. You also could do tuck side to side, really tight and around their bodies, and then up on the bottom. Kind of whatever method you want to use. You like burrito them up in there, and they'll probably be a little longer than this pillow. And then make them really tight and just leave them there. Let them wiggle out of it when they want. If they get out really fast, and then you see them, same thing, diving back in the blankets, wrapping themselves up. Do it again. Wrap them up in the blanket. It's all about like reading their body language of kind of what they're craving and what they're needing, and giving them that input. Because a lot of times they can't ask with words, but they'll ask with their bodies, and they'll ask by grabbing things and giving you things and pulling on you. So that is a quick activity that I found to be really nice and relaxing for kids when they're just got the wiggles and they can't sit still, to give them that wiggle input, wrap them up tight, and just like let them go with it. You can push them around in this. Yeah, I found that really helpful. I hope it helps you too.